Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609, just leaving the village here, the RV village near Cloudcroft, New Mexico. We're about 5 miles west of town, as I've said 500 times. But anyway, yeah, we go down the mountain, run, boy, run. Devil's in the house of the rising sun. And we get to Highway 82 here, and we go right past Ski Cloudcroft, which will be on the left up here. They got pizza there, and that's all they have is pizza. I went by there yesterday. It's like you get 11-inch pizza for $12, and they looked okay. I mean, everybody says they're good, so I'll take their word for it. Fortunately, I have a pizza right now, or some leftovers. But here we go, guys. We're going to head to. Let's see. I got a little fog on the windshield. Let's see if I can get that off. That ought to do that. But anyway, and the camera's a little bit crooked, so let's straighten that up a little bit. Now here we go. Yeah, but I'm going down to Tularosa to put my RV in storage for a while I'm up here at my new home base through probably, I don't know, I'm going to guess 1st October. But in talking to the host at the RV park that I'm going to near Tularosa, there is a spot that might be available for an extended period of time, and I may take it in October through April or so next year. You know what I mean? I'm questioning myself as to why. The only reason to go back to Texas is I can't think of anything. Well, the winters in central Texas aren't that much different than the winters in Alamogordo and Tularosa. So, I mean, it can be a bad cold winter in either spot, but we'll see. Yeah, and I may try that one year, kind of see how. I haven't got a whole lot of years left, so I might as well spend one of my bullets and see how this works, because at some point I may not want to take those extended trips in the Class C motorhome that I have now. And this area right here is a great place to live for several reasons. I'll give you a couple or maybe more. One is this Cloudcroft area right here where I stay now in the summers. Right now it's 55 degrees. It's 8:15 a.m. And in Texas right now it's probably, I don't know, close to 80. And it's just a lot cooler here in the mornings. It's cooler all day. The highs here at my home base near Cloudcroft get up about 70 even, and that's it. And that would be the lows anywhere I stayed in Texas. So, but do I need to go back to Texas? Well, of course, I'm a native Texan and all that stuff, and I don't need to change my address. I can keep my P.O. box at Kingsland, Texas, for as long as I pay the annual fee. And they will forward the mail wherever I am. So, and I'll do 6-month forwarding here and then a 6-month forwarding there down at Tularosa. Maybe this is just a tentative plan, as in this little this chunk of coal is just being born. So I'll have to polish it into a diamond over a period of a couple of months here and see what I think. But yeah, it'd be a good springboard. In the winter, if it looked like it was going to get really cold in the area here around Tularosa, there's other places to go. You can go down around Deming. You can go to Pancho Villa State Park. I've got the state park pass good through my birthday, July next year, and I might as well use it. And so I may take some trips even now. I mean, I'm thinking about going over to Valley of the Fires in the next week or two in the Class C. And just to have something to do, that's the way I am. So, yeah, I see a little fog forming on the windshield now, and that's because I had the defroster on defrost, and then the air conditioner cuts on and causes that stuff. But yeah, it looks like that would be a good way of life for a while. We'll see how it goes. I'm not sure yet. But it's just, again, a tentative plan. I'm just, doing my usual thinking and dreaming and stuff. And that's the way I am. I do me, you do you. Na 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 na. So down the mountain run by run, we'll come by, let's see, I don't think, yeah, we've been by Ski Cloudcroft already. And now we'll be coming around a couple of more turns and we'll come into Cloudcroft. Let me tell you, Cloudcroft is a busy little place in the summers, on the weekends for sure. It's pretty busy during the week because it is a touristy area and people come up here from El Paso, Lubbock, and other parts of Texas to get out of the heat, and other tourists are just traveling from other countries and all kind of stuff. But isn't that a beautiful blue sky? I mean, it's just awesome, you know. And the variation in environments is total. You know, like right here, you've got Lincoln National Forest elevation anywhere. Well, where I am, about 8,000 feet. Cloudcroft 8,600. And you know, you go over the hill here, or whatever you want to call it, over the mountain, down the mountain towards Alamogordo, staying on 82, and all of a sudden you come into desert. I'm telling you, it's like a two-sided coin here. I mean, this side of the mountain is wet and you got a forest, or it's wetter. It's not that bad. I think they get like 34 inches of rain a year, which is not a hell of a lot. I think the average rainfall in Llano, Texas is around 24. But on the other side of the mountain, they get, I think the annual rainfall in Alamogordo is around 14 inches a year, and they're kind of in a semi-drought. And we come into, this is Cloudcroft, we're coming right into it now. There's a little diner there on the left. I can't read the name of it, and I'm not going to try because I don't want to run off the road. And but be that as it may, the speed limit here is 35, and you should obey that because there are tourists and they are not looking. Nope. Yeah, they got several little places to eat. They got some breakfast places, and they got a laundromat, and yeah, they got all the stuff. You know, they got a Dollar General store. They got a hardware store and stuff. But anyway, back to the tentative plan of just staying here in New Mexico year-round and not even bothering to go back to Texas. There's something to be said about that. Yes, sir, because I like both these areas. I mean, the only reason it was a little warm in Tularosa when I was down there a couple of weeks ago. It was in the low 90s, which is not horrible, but, you know, it's not exactly sitting out at beer 30 weather. And that's what I do. You know, I like to sit out and read a book every now and then. And if the temperature is in the 70s, I can do that. Or even mid 80s if the humidity is low. But I can't do it if it's 92. So they must have a big problem with their street, because they are really working on that water line or whatever it is. I mean, they're working 7 days a week. Here comes some bikers wearing camouflage. Now that's smart, wearing camouflage gear on a bike. That will work. That will get you a bug splatter. But here we go down. It says we've got it's a 6% grade for the next 16 miles, but I've got old Sparky in the fourth gear and everything's cool. But anyway, so I know I'm jumping around here, but I'm enjoying myself. She's got freckles on her butt. She's pretty. Oh God, when I was a kid, we thought that was so funny. So here we go, down the mountain, run boy run. This is a fish hook turn here. I mean, a good old turn. That's how you can tell you're almost to Cloudcroft, when you make that final fish hook right into town. Switchback, or whatever you want to call it. Isn't this beautiful, oh guys? What a drive, what a drive. This is my drive to go get groceries and gas and stuff. And it's a very pleasant drive both ways. It doesn't bother me 5 cents. Not anymore, it doesn't. I've been up and down it several times. Yeah, but how would that work? You know, it's be a 30-minute drive to a totally different climate. It's amazing. You know, up here They got to have snow plows to keep the roads cleared, and sometimes they lose power, and sometimes the road is closed. That's in Cloudcroft. And then down the mountain here in Alamogordo and Tularosa, that just doesn't happen. They don't get that much snow, because snow is obviously just rainfall. You know what I mean? So they don't get much of that. But yeah, we're still in the forest, on the forest side of the mountains here. This is the Sacramento Mountains. But isn't this, I just love this drive through the mountains on an early morning. It's 8:20 Sunday morning and 8:20 a.m. Actually, it's a brand new month. It's August 1st. As long as you're not in a hurry, this is a pleasant drive. But if you're in a hurry, it could be a little frustrating, because there's people that will not or cannot drive fast in mountain environments, with these switchbacks and stuff. And looking out for boulders that can just pop out in the highway. They check them every morning, though, apparently. Apparently that's part of somebody's daily duties, maybe the county road department or the Department of Transportation. But I don't want to win the boulder lottery, nor do I want to win the elk lottery, nor do I want to win the mule deer lottery. I saw a guy at that little gas station in Cloudcroft the other day, and the whole side of his car was messed up and windshield busted. And I said, "Man, what happened?" He said he hit an elk. Said it weighed around 800 pounds. That wouldn't surprise me. I don't know much about elk, but I do know that the male elks have antlers, and that means they regrow them every year. They fall off. Yeah, just like the white-tailed deer in Texas, they have antlers, and they regrow them somehow, amazingly, every year. The difference between antlers and horns is antlers fall off, horns don't. And I did not know that till I was about 30 years old, probably, or even older, because I never thought about it. Because we would say a deer had horns. They don't. They got antlers. We still say that. Man, look at the horns on that deer. There ain't no horns there, baby. It's antlers. But it's the way it is, and does it really bother me? No. Now we're coming into, or the environment is changing somewhat, because there's getting a few different kinds of trees and brush and stuff. And here in a little bit, we'll just kind of pop out in the desert. Yeah, that'd be my little plan, my tentative plan that I keep going back to. It might work. I don't know, man. We'll see. And I think they have a propane company that comes into that RV park every now and then, or will come there every now and then, and fill up your RV with propane. Because if I have to use propane for heat, then that little old, I think I've got a 20 pound tank. I don't know. It's not much. 10 gallons maybe. But if you use propane for heat in an RV, if you run the furnace all day long or have to, baby, that propane is going quick. It's less expensive than electricity, but it's just a little difficult to get it refilled sometimes, particularly in a motorhome, where you either have to drive to them or they have to come to you. If you have a travel trailer, fifth wheel, etc., you can take a tank or two and go to the propane place and fill them up. And what has that got to do with living in two places in New Mexico? Well, it's kind of tied in there, in that I will need some sort of heat. I've got 2 electric heaters, and as long as it's but see, the deal at that RV park, they charge 18 cents a kilowatt. Yeah, because the month of that I was there for July, $100 for electricity. Yeah, it'll be right at that, because I checked the usage and multiplied it times 18 cents. It's going to be right at an even $100 for 1 month. And that is with the air conditioner on really low for the last 10 days. So in the winter, if I was using electricity as my primary source of heat, then it would probably be that or more. Is that a big problem? Well, not really. It's just me being tight. I mean, sometimes, no, it wouldn't break me if it was 150. Because my annual outgo for housing, including all taxes, fees, insurance, everything, water, sewer, electric, my annual outgo for a full year for all of that, including the utilities of all types, it'll cost me, doing both of these, if I just do New Mexico, place A, place B, would be about $400 a month average. Yep. You can, even if I built a cabin in Texas. The thing about building a cabin, there's several downsides. One, I don't know if I want to do it. Two, it's a pain in the neck building anything because of all the little issues that arise. They show up and work a while, then disappear. And now you can see the desert starting because the vegetation is getting thinner. But anyway, no, it just don't. And then it will deplete, as in evacuate or clean out my savings. Okay, I'd be back to close to zero. Do I like that? No. Happiness is cash in fist. I guarantee you. Yeah, you'll see it starting to thin out now. There's fewer and fewer forest look and more a different look. We've got different types of trees now, not so many pines and firs. Got something else. And not too far. Now we're coming up on High Rolls and something else. Can't remember. There's another little town here. Is it Apple Valley? I'm not sure. I know there's High Rolls. They're kind of right here together. And when you're on this road, don't speed, because they do monitor this road closely. Okay, this little town here says Mountain Pass. Or Mountain Park, Mountain Park, elevation 6,750 feet, and that's the Fudge Barn. They got cider, fudge, and ice cream. All health food. And then we go not too far down here, and we come to High Rolls. I think that's a catchy name, High Rolls. Now, High Rolls would be a kind of a tweener, that's a place you could probably live year-round. I think. I don't know that I would, because the winters would probably be a little cool. What is a cold winter to me? If it gets below freezing and stays there for a few days, that's cold. Here we come into High Rolls, elevation 6,750 feet. And it's a neat little small community. I think they have a gas station down here somewhere. And the gas is $3 and something a gallon. What they're saying is if you need gas and you come into our trap, you're going to pay for it. Got a post office. There's the High Rolls General Store, and regular unleaded is $3.30 a gallon. Which is about 80 cents higher than Alamogordo. I think, no, maybe 60 cents higher than Alamogordo. But it is a beautiful drive. I don't mind it at all, guys. I'm telling you. But I sure wouldn't want to be driving on this road in snow. No. Or ice. No. But anyway, guys, from going down the mountain, thinking about his tentative plan, his possible plan of staying in New Mexico. Here, see, you can see the desert now. Okay? See, we just switched to desert right now. The vegetation on the mountainsides has changed completely, and we've gone about maybe 9 miles. I can let it go a little bit longer. For those of you that like driving videos, I certainly don't have anything else to do, and as far as uploading it doesn't make any difference because I've got good internet access. We got to go through the tunnel now. It says lights on for safety. Well, see, I got my lights on auto, so they automatically cut on. Does it work? Well, they didn't cut on yet. Yeah, they didn't. There they are. Can't tell. I mean, yep, it's a beautiful view out there, guys, and we're getting into the desert, and I'm glad. I mean, it's such a transition, man. I mean, you talk about variety being the spice of life. My gosh, going from Cloudcroft down to Alamogordo is like going to another planet, back or forth, It's beautiful out here, man. I mean, why do I want to leave here? I don't know. Because it's just habit. You form habits of doing things, and you just do them. And so this year, maybe, we'll do, well, I'm doing something different now. I've got a sticks and bricks. I've got an RV with an attached room that's about 400 square feet. Amazing. And it shows me in that little room of 400, well, actually it's 450 square feet, that add-on room to the RV that I stay at now or live in part of the year. And that shows me that I could live comfortably in a 300 square foot home, no doubt, because there's a lot of wasted space in that 450 square feet, I guarantee you. Isn't that pretty across there, though? Look at those mountains, high desert. I like high desert, man. And the good thing about Cloudcroft up there where I am, if I get the itch, I can come right down here and just scratch. The fleas are biting. Cheer up, Charlie. I've got 4 in between my fingernails. I will pinch their little tails till they promise they won't bite me anymore. And with that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, that brilliant philosophical joke there, this is Rusty78609. Gonna try to end the video without ending up in the desert here. Yeah, that's going around the turn, Rusty. What are you in a hurry for? I'm not. Get on around the bend here, so to speak. Notice there's not a lot of traffic, but it's early on a Sunday morning. Early on a Friday or a Saturday morning, there'll be a lot of traffic coming up to Cloudcroft. But this time of the day, and that's why I planned this way, was to avoid traffic. There's one car way back behind me, not pressing me too hard. And I don't care anyway. It doesn't bother me 5 cents. If I'm driving the speed limit, tough shitsky. That's a Russian word. Anyway, guys, from near Alamogordo on Highway 82, this is Rusty78609 saying, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Carpe diem means seize the day in Latin. Seize the day. That's it, baby. Enjoy your life one day or one moment at a time. Drink plenty of water, stretch, walk. Keep your health and enjoy your life. Let's get around this turn here. Let me show you. It really opens up. It's like a big window. When you come around a couple of more turns, and yeah, then it's just a straight shot right down the mountain. Here comes a guy passing me. I'm going 50. How rude. Can you imagine that? Well, he speeds up and then he slows down. What's the deal, man? I can feel the air warming up in the car because I just have the vent on. I don't have the air conditioner on. And the temperature has gone from 55 to 73. And we're not through yet. No, if we go on down here, it'll get up to about 80 probably. Kind of feels good though. I mean, I've been cool for 10 or 11 days here. Oh, I'll tell you something else. The water supply for the RV, or for the village near Cloudcroft, is a mountain stream. They don't even, they have a pump to pump water up a hill to 2 or 3 units, but the rest of it is just gravity flow from a, what did he say it was? 1,000-gallon tank? 1,000-gallon water tank? Yeah, the spring just gravity flows into that tank, and then he has a license to do municipal water supply stuff, and so he just maintains it like a little city, you know. But the water is hard, you know, like HARD. Got a lot of calcium in it. But I drink it. I filter it through a what do you call it? A Brita pitcher filter thing. I mean, and I don't know if that helps a hell of a lot, but psychologically, I think it does. But it tastes fine to me. I'll tell you what, I washed my hair, and there was no suds. You know what I mean? Like no bubbles, no nothing. Yeah, that's how hard the water. Yeah, you know you got hard water then. You know, and down here in Tularosa, it's just the opposite. But they got a problem with sulfur in their water, or what do they call it? It's like where the fresh water meets. Oh, it's briny water. So they have to really filter it. Now we got it, guys. Here we're coming into the window here. You'll be able to see straight ahead. That white strip in the very back of the video is White Sands National Monument. And we'll go around one more curve, and then I'll go into my shutter down routine. I've already done most of it. So anyway, guys, stand guard at the door of your mind, keep your health, and if you're bored, get out and take a short drive somewhere. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.